Welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us. What we're going to do today is show you a real life working example of a side-by-side comparison between an Index Universal Life plan compared to a traditional retirement plan such as a 401k IRA. Now this is a program that I have access to that I would be super glad to run the numbers for you as it relates to your current situation. And so what we're going to do here is go over what I have already pre-populated into this program, which stems from my original illustration that I have created for someone who is 35 years old who's going to be contributing $10,000 per year after tax money, compared to someone who's doing the same thing, but they're doing theirs in a traditional 401k type of plan. And so here we have a side-by-side comparison. As you can see, the current plan column is the column for the qualified retirement plan, and the one on the right, the tax-free plan, is our Index Universal Life. And as you can see there, the $10,000 annual contribution is equivalent to the $13,889 contribution, which is pre-tax. So they're apples to apples comparison. And as you can see, the top left, this person is 35 years old. They will be contributing for the next 30 years into their accounts, and they will start to take an income at age 66. As you can see here in the middle, I'll zoom in. The net retirement income that this person will have achieved is $100,806, starting at age 66, okay? And so what this program does here is it computes automatically these figures right here, okay? So what we have here is a row for accumulated taxes deferred, which the 401k person is deferring taxes, keep in mind, for the next 30 years until they start paying Uncle Sam when they start withdrawing their money starting at age 66. And then we have a row here that will populate automatically the cumulative taxes paid over these 30 years, the cumulative fees paid, the cumulative net income. That won't populate until we hit age 66, and what the cumulative account balance is for each of these two scenarios. And I've put in 28% as the tax bracket in the working years and in the retirement years. The last line there is the death benefit for both of these policies, okay? And then the age at the bottom that this person will run out of money. Here at the top is where I've populated the demographics for the age, when they will stop saving, when they will retire, the working tax rate, retirement tax rate, the inflation rate. I have set to 0 to keep it simple. The current plan fees, I'm putting in a very low number to represent what the normal range of custodian fees is probably in the range of 2 to 4%, but today I will just use 1. And then we're going to take 7% as the rate of return on both of these investments. This box right here, or this column, the tax-free plan net advantages, what it does is it computes automatically the difference between each of these columns here. So as you can see, for example, the difference between 4120 and 0 is 4,120, and then so forth. So what this does is it computes a running tally of the benefit of the Index Universal Life. So the bottom line there, total advantage, that's the total advantage to having an Index Universal Life for this scenario. So let's take a look here. At age 35, this person has accumulated $4,120 of taxes deferred. Why? Because they're not paying any right now. This person has no taxes deferred. Why? Because we're paying them now. The IUL represents someone who pays after-tax money into their policy. Okay, so as you can see, $3,889 of taxes have been paid. The fees are a little bit higher on the IUL side in the early years, but as you'll see later, they come way down. As you can see, both of these represent 0 because we have not started taking in income. As you'll see, the number in the middle there, that's 35. The person is age 35, so we have not started taking in income. The person on the left has a balance of $14,713 with their current balance. The IUL in the early years does not quite have the same equal balance, but that number is going to blow you out of the water here pretty soon. If this person was to die at age 35, the person on the left, their money would go to their heirs, but then their heirs would be taxed at 28% for a net of $10,593. With this IUL, the death benefit, $324,000, goes right into the heirs tax-free. And that's the benefit. One of the benefits, folks, of the IUL is that the death benefit, because it's an insurance product, it goes completely 100% tax-free to the heirs. And right now, as you can see, the total advantage still, believe it or not, in this first year goes to the person with the IUL. Why? Because if they passed away at age 35, they're going to come away with a $312,831 total advantage, and the whole reason of that is because of the death benefit that's going to be passed on to the heirs, which the traditional plan does not have. So next, let's go ahead and bump this age up to 65, which is the last year this person will be contributing money. So as you can see here, look at this number right here. They have deferred $344,891 over the last 30 years. But in the next year, you'll see they'll start paying Uncle Sam. Okay, so over here on the right, we have already paid in to Uncle Sam. Why? Because this money that we're funding the IUL with is after-tax dollars. As you can see here, we've already paid Uncle Sam $120,556. The fees, look at this, folks. This is absolutely astronomical difference. Look at the fees paid by the traditional retirement program. $144,000 compared to just $49,780 for the IUL. That's almost 3 times as much, people. And the reason why, let me explain that, is because the person who has this traditional plan over here, they're getting charged 1% of the accumulative balance of their account. So as this account balance has grown over the 30 years, they are getting charged every year 1% as this account gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. With the IUL, it's not based on a cumulative rolling balance. It just is what it is. And so it's more of a set fee. And as you can see, the fees are way lower, okay? So at age 65, this person has a cumulative balance of $1.2 million. Sounds pretty good, right? But just wait and see. Over here, we still are trailing just a little bit behind, but not too far. But look at this here. If this person died at age 65 and left the money to their heirs, 28% of that balance would get taxed to Uncle Sam, leaving them $886,000. Over here, look at the death benefit. Because this is insurance product, $1.3 million will go to the heirs tax-free. Someone will inherit and be a millionaire overnight with this program. And so here we have the difference. Over here, the tax-free plan net advantages. Taxes deferred. This person has deferred $344,891 taxes. We have already paid $120,556 in taxes, so that's why this number is in red. Okay? And in fees, look at the difference. $144,567 minus $49,780. So we're now in the positive in the fee category. We have not started taking income. Why? Because we're still age 65. And here's the difference in the death benefit. $886,000 compared to $1.3 million. We're in the positive of $420,608 for a net death benefit, for a net total advantage of $739,730. So let's do this. Let's put age 66. This is the first year we'll start taking income. Okay, so let's see what happens now. Okay, so as you can see here, this person on the left with the traditional account, their taxes deferred is $323,816. They finally started paying taxes. In the first year, they have paid $40,000 in taxes, folks. This is a 28% tax bracket. And they're still paying fees because their account balance still has a balance. So they're still paying fees, folks. And so here's finally right here. Look at this number. This is the number in year one that I told you in the very beginning up here. This is the amount that they're going to be withdrawing at age 66. So here's where we're starting to take a withdrawal. The account balance has gone down, as you can see over here. And the account balance has gone up with the Index Universal Life. It's absolutely crazy. Over here, if this person were to die at age 66, they're left with $832,000. If this person were to die, 1.2. Okay, so look at how much difference we're ahead with the total advantage with the IUL. Now let's put in age 70, which will represent 5 years of taking withdrawals. Okay, so let's take a look now. $194,000 in fees. They now have paid in $196,000 of taxes. Our number hasn't changed. The cumulative net income so far, we've withdrawn $504,000 from each account. Look at the balance, how quickly this is going down. Why? Because they are paying taxes now all of a sudden, and the fees. It's killing this person. Over here, our fees are astronomically lower, and look at our death benefit. Now I want to draw your attention to this bottom line here. The age that this person will run out of money at this pace of withdrawing $100,000 is age 76. So in the next 5 years, in the next 6 years, this person's account will go to zero. Let's take a look. I'll put in age 77, which represents that they have withdrawn their money through the end of age 66. Or 76, that's right. So let's put in 77. All right, as you can see, look at this. Their balance has depleted. Age 76, they've run out of money because of Uncle Sam and the fees. And we haven't even talked about the risk that their money is in the market. If the stock market would have done another 2008, well, this number would have been way over. This program doesn't even take into consideration the risk factor of someone's money, which is in the stock market. Over here, this money is not in the stock market. Rather, it's in an index, which is completely, totally different. With this IUL program, it mirrors the index of the S&P 500 or a similar type of indice, and there is no risk associated at all. There's a floor that keeps your account policy at zero if the stock market goes below zero. So this account weathers the storm, folks. Thank you for watching this. Please give me a call, 469-569-3488, or send me an email on my website and let me show you how this plan can benefit you and keep your money, and I can run the numbers for you. Thank you for watching.